Hey guys, we're here on the log job again today, and we're getting ready to cut some big poplar on the edge of the field. This is Mr. Shell's property, and we've been back in here. If he pans back and let you see, we've been cutting everything that he has had marked with this tape. These big trees that's on the edge of the field is not letting his hay grow, so we're trying to help him out, helps us out. Some of this timber has been holler where it's just too big, starting to get holler. I suspect this big poplar will be holler. And we're gonna also show you today that we actually try to utilize every bit of the timber on the job that we can possibly use if it's able for us to get to. And Dalton will be showing you how we even use the tops for firewood when we can get it out, right Dalton?
Yep.
All right, guys, let's see if we can get this big tree down. I'd say it'll be holler, but
yeah, I seen some ants crawling out of it too. But maybe not. Probably though.
Dalton, you might need to step back just in case. I'm trying to get to go this way right here.
Yay! He said it was solid, folks. Put that big 661 on it for
28-inch bar. It's about 4 foot. It's pretty good.
Let me back up just a little.
It's about 3.5 foot.
3.5 foot?
Yeah.
Let's see. I figured it'd be a little doty.
It It seems to be pretty solid. It's got one little spot in heart.
It's pretty clean.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They'll be able to take that out. Well, we'll get some logs out of that day.
That's quite a bit of footage. Probably
What we do about
another 3 inches in, we would actually be perfect. But, well, I mean, that's still a good log. We ain't gonna have no issues out of that. Very happy with it. Now I know a lot of the stuff we cut is poplar,
we got some good white
but I've been working in some white oak over there, and I will still cut this up. Actually, I know a lot of people don't like poplar, do they, Dad?
No.
But we'll still cut this up
Oh, we'll still cut it up if we have to use it in our greenhouse.
because all it does is get it out of this guy's field.
That's right.
And
See, we've been going back in the
Don't hurt
woods
us
back
now.
in here. See all that back in the woods? And we actually use our horses, if you keep up with our channel, we use our horses to come out of the woods here. We done a video the other day and on our Facebook and showed people how we go back in the woods, and we use the log wagon because, believe it or not, this field has got a bad wet spot on the other side of that over there. A bad spot. And another bad spot over there about a quarter of a mile. And then we've been trucking it all the way through yonder to those houses.
today the ground is completely froze, though, isn't it, Dad?
Been froze this morning,
So we was actually able to get the truck back in here just to the point where we would never be able to get it back all the way back here, though.
well,
Because right over there, it's actually like a little creek. It actually ain't really even a swampy spot. It's almost a creek, wouldn't you say that?
Yeah. One swampy spot, but the rest of it's a creek we cross. But we will have to have the horses, and we'll show you in another video. Just keep up with us of us logging this out with the horses. That's a pretty good size log, dude. That's pretty good size.
Pretty happy with it?
Yep, pretty happy with it.
Well, do you want to show them what exactly are you doing with that funny
This
looking
stick
stick?
right here, we got it measured at 4 foot.
It should be approximately 4 foot.
It's probably about an inch over. Then I mark a 2 foot center.
Why do you want to inch over, Dad?
Well, just in case I'm a little off, I sort of only go to the mill and it be short.
Well, here's the thing, guys. When we're out here and we're flipping this stick, we flip it on this end and we'll flip it over, and that's 8 foot. And then we'll flip it again, that's 12 foot. And there's the middle makes it 10 foot if you do it.
I will tell you folks something. We actually still yet, I don't know if Dalton told you, but we have our own sawmill, see, and any of that smaller logs up in the top that don't bring that much at a mill, we take it home and cut pallet wood out of it.
You can see our videos of our sawmilling too. That's 8 foot.
That's 12. I don't go 10 on that one because it's got a swell right there. I believe about 10 on that one. That 660 won't get it. I'll probably cut 12 now. logs we'll take to the house for pallet wood.
What about these big logs, Dad?
Those will go to a mill that'll make just lumber, grade lumber out of them. Boy, it had some good logs in it.
It'll be pretty good. Them first
I
two
mean, to
logs
have
will be
1,
pretty
2,
good.
3, 4, 5, 6 logs. Pretty good.
How many loads do you think this would take on your wagon, Dad?
I can get this in 2 loads on my wagon.
2 loads.
Yeah, I usually put, if they're that big, 3 logs. Now, if they're just, you know, logs like this, you know, something like this size, I can put 5 on it, no problem. It's just according to the size of logs, but those first 3 logs will probably have 850, 900 feet in them.
So pretty much we're gonna wanna only do like, what, the big 2 on 1 load maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
That'll be a lot of weight on
I'll
that
tell you what
wagon.
though, guys, keep up with our channel and you'll get to see it, because we're gonna be
How
we'll
much
use the
weight
skid
can Duke and Dan move? With Duke and Dan is our big pair of Belgian horses. How much can they move?
Well, on that log wagon in a level, I don't know.
They probably
They
could pull
do
the
whole
entire
tree on
tree
the log wagon.
if the log wagon could handle it.
The log wagon can handle it. Guys, I'll tell you what, I don't let Dalton
You
take
want
it.
to walk over there with me?
Yeah, we
That way
can real quick. Yeah. Give me a break. We've been cutting a lot of poplar, and I need to cut that one too. I got a big one right over here that I might cut next.
I'm pretty happy with that log not being hollow.
Yeah, I can't believe it was hollow. Crazy. But yeah, we try to utilize every bit of the timber that we possibly can. Now, if we're up in the mountains or something, of course, we ain't gonna pull out a top unless it's kind of straight. We're up in the mountains to get firewood out of it, you know. This here, some of it coming out in the field, and there just ain't no other way around it. So when you're in a location where you can get your truck to, it's time to bust some firewood. Got to make every penny count, guys. I'll be cutting that big poplar next. That big red oak right there, it's dead. You can see this is why we're cutting a lot of this timber. It's dead. Let's go up here, guys.
Try to show them the top of the tree for anybody
yeah.
that kind of don't look that bad at the bottom. People that really
We
don't
might
look
actually, if it ain't too awful bad, if it ain't holler, we might get a tie log out of it. I don't know. We just have to see.
Depends on how long it's been dead.
Yeah. You can see this is a swampy spot right here. We've been logging on the other side of it. It's like a little peninsula. And you can see that tape on that poplar right there. We still got to get out there to get that.
They can see the ice. It ain't really water right now. But yeah, you can see that little, see the mark in the field where it stays real green. That is super swampy.
That would
Most of
sink
the
the
time.
truck quick.
That right there would. And it's almost a creek. It feeds this little swamp right here.
The swamp goes into actual big creek.
And if it rains, much if any, it'll actually turn into a little creek right here. And they got a little stream going even. As you guys can see it.
Yeah, it's real wet.
It's pretty wet. So we just kind of stopped the truck over here today, mainly because it's froze. The ground is.
We've been trucking all the way out to the main highway
With the horses.
with the horses.
Because there's another creek right over here we got to deal with.
It's actually kind of bad.
It's probably worse. Here,
Let me hold that, Dalton. Let you talk for a minute.
Go ahead, D.
All right. Well, today we got the firewood truck. It's also a log truck. It's what pulls the horses out.
What pulls the horses out here, it's kind of like a run-to vehicle. That's the old ton truck.
And
We dropped off the wood buster this morning, which we ain't been using it. I mean, the whole time we do use the wood maul too. Thing is, the wood maul is just it's a little quicker.
A wood buster is a little bit slower. This right here.
The wood buster might be slower, but see what he's been into, that big gnarly white oak top? And that sure makes it a lot easier.
I didn't really want to bust in all that. So this, like this poplar.
Oh yeah. He can walk through that poplar with a busting maul, see? Well, that's giving him some trouble. There it comes. He's busted wood ever since he's been a kid. Just a little feller. And he can walk through that poplar now. One more lick, D. Oh yeah. Now Dalton can walk through that stuff right there just like a machine. He'll set it back up and bust the hives. But now over here, this real gnarly white oak.
I got into a knotty picture.
You can see some of his stuff's got knots